The blood core laces are finally done, so check them out below. If you've been needing a pair for your Drifter 3s, your Bear Slayers, your Indy 1s, any of your boots and shoes to match your blood core kilties, to match your blood core belt, to match your blood core everything. So now we got the blood core laces done and people have been hounding us to get these. So get them before they're gone, check them out below, get yourself some blood core laces.
All right, so got a very cool unboxing today. It's one of my favorite shoe brands, one of my favorite skate brands out right now, Last Resort. And if you don't know who Last Resort is, they're definitely the most popular skater-owned, kind of independently owned shoe company out right now, just based on shelf space in skate shops alone. You go and it's like big Nike wall, New Balance wall, Adidas wall, Last Resort wall, and then like other shelves of other things. So they're doing pretty good for an independently owned company currently. All the older independent companies have kind of gone by the wayside and gone out of business. But what I really like about Last Resort, they make the most vulcanized feeling Volk shoes ever. So you're gonna feel a lot under your board. They're gonna get really loose and kind of form to your foot like a sock. I don't love skating in them because I just like a stiffer shoe. I like a little more protection. That's what I'm figuring out, especially in my older age. But they are by far my most worn like sneaker, walking shoe. Like I actively will purchase these with my own money to use them to walk around in as my casual shoes. They're just super comfortable. It's like they're really flat. Because they have all those qualities of the vulcanized shoes, they just get really good. Like they just feel like little slippers around your feet, but they're still sneakers. So I like them. They started with VM001, which is vulcanized model. And then they made some cupsole models. CM002 is actually this one. But what's really cool is they make a whole spectrum of shoes. Like they make a whole bunch of shoes that are like, you can skate in them. Like this is a loafer made like a sneaker that you could skate in. You definitely can skate in it. I wouldn't call it, it's a full beefed up skate shoe. Just like that mock toe loafer they made. It's like cool shoes. You can definitely skate in them if you want to, but like they're not a full dedicated skate shoe like these models. And you know, I've had all sorts of these. These are all like my personal models that I've had. Shout out to Dancer, the Dancer collab. I like Dancer guys in Copenhagen. Their clothes fit me really good and I really like the brand. So they made a whole bunch of different shoes. They have like CM001, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then they're coming out with a whole bunch of new cupsole models, which follow a pretty similar ethos. And what's cool about their cupsoles is they're a little bit wider than their vulcanized models. And that kind of got me interested in the whole like, oh, wider shoes might be more comfortable for your feet. So you got brands like this and like Splay, and I think New Balance makes some wide models. But overall, I really like Last Resort. They're super nice dudes. They have probably the best logo and branding in all of skating right now. But like with their logos and branding, like very minimal. No logos on the side. You have like the one logo on the tongue. This one has one logo there. You got the little heel patch there. Their tread, you got the little guy there, but like, other than that, there's no big branding. Like, it's not a big swoosh, which I really like. So I'm a big fan of Last Resort. Like, by far my most worn sneakers of the last 4 or 5 years, ever since they came out in like 2020-ish. So, what's interesting, they have their vulcanized models and their cupsole models, and they're coming out with their first ever, I think, dedicated non-skate. I think it's called GM, General Model 001. It looks really interesting to me because there's a lot of overlap in skate culture where it's like, oh, you go do your Heshy skate stuff, you're out there skating all day, and then at night you slip on like a pair of dress shoes, almost like Oxfords, or like kind of chunkier Oxford shoes. Super trendy right now, and I think that's kind of what this is. So, without further ado, let's get into it. What knife am I using today? I believe this is a Microtech OTF blade. I don't remember the model, but how fun is that? It's so sick. I actually just stole this knife to use at my desk because it's fun. Like, get out of here. I could do this all day. Anywho, let's chop this thing open and see what's inside. Very satisfying. Like I said, best logo, best branding, I think, in all of skating right now. What else we got? Break-free stickers. Ooh, a bunch of break-free stickers. They do a really good job with their whole vibe. Like all their photos are really sick. They're positioned and branded very well, I guess. So we'll maybe put examples of that up.
And thanks to Rose Anvil for sponsoring this video, because a lot of people don't know the way that we got so much information and expertise with leather is by making handmade leather goods for the last almost 10 years now. And I think we make some of the highest quality leather goods. They're all handmade here in the shop. Our wallets are hand sewn, no sewing machines, 2 needles, 1 thread, saddle stitching these together. Our micro adjust belts allow you to split that gap between the one hole that's too loose, the one hole that's too tight. You want that Goldilocks zone. Kilties have been really popular. People love getting these little kilties because we have a lot of different color options. It protects your investment in the boots that sometimes like 600, 700 bucks. Check them out below. We hand make them all here in the shop. It's what I love doing most. I love designing the products, and it's what's made this channel possible. So check them out below, and thanks for considering checking out our handmade leather goods.
So, one of my favorite shoe boxes, maybe ever, we got GM001 leather. Let's just get into it, I suppose. Oh, weird. This is much weirder in person. But like pretty sick. $17 bucks. Got some extra laces, of course. Pass the extra lace test. Okay. So, what do we have here? This is a super unique shoe. I don't think I've ever seen a shoe made in this style, because it has that like rolled mock toe stitch, but this is a separate piece on its own. So you have like shoe. Is that technically a mock toe? You got the ladder lacing like a dress shoe in here. You got their classic. They actually just upgraded, I think last year, maybe last year or 2 years ago. They upgraded because their insoles used to be, actually have an old insole. You can see the difference here is like open cell foam, kind of like a Converse insole almost, where you got like the half denser foam and then this open cell foam in the toe, but now it's all just this super much denser. Honestly, this is a much better insole. It's much more comfortable. I think that was a lot of their complaints with their shoes, is like, they're good, but man, they're thin and they hurt my foot. And I've pretty much worn through this one. I wear all of them to death. Like you can see, this one's just taking a beating. Honestly, I've had this one, I don't know when this came out. This probably came out in 2022, and I wore it every single day for like 2 straight years. And it's still in pretty good condition. Like I skated in it a couple times, you can see it fail a little bit here, but that's just the downside of all vulcanized shoes. So honestly, they're built pretty well, but this one's interesting. It's like board lasted and everything. So this board last is different than like your typical Strobel stitch on a sneaker, because you can probably see the difference. This one's stitched around, and this one, what they do for this is pull all the material under and then put the board on top of it and then glue that down. It's a more like dress style to do it. It's how they used to make all sneakers. Like you see it in old, like the New Balance 550. That one was board lasted still. This is super interesting. And it's got a really chunky, they do have a brand new outsole they've just made for this. It's definitely not like your skate outsole. Because you see, like with their skate outsoles, you want it to be flat. You don't want a ton of lugs up there because you want to be closer to your board so you can feel everything. This one's almost like a hiking style outsole. And they've been teasing this outsole. They've been teasing this shoe a lot, and maybe I'm the only one. It's like every time I see a teaser, I'll like screenshot the story and then like zoom in. I'll screenshot the Instagram story and then zoom in to be like, what's going on here? Oh, you got the full cupsole stitch as well. Is that real? Pretty sure that cupsole stitch is real. Oh, they're also lined with leather. All right, let's go over all the features here while I'm thinking about it. So, you got the tongue, which is technically gusseted right there. You got the U-pace, the U shape right there. They're lined with leather on the heels. I don't know if this is real leather or not. And then what's really interesting about all their skate shoes is you get the dedicated extra counter cover in there, which is good because that's where you wear your shoes the most. Like when you're slipping them on and off and on and off and on and off, you always get something right there. Do you have any shoes that show that? I don't, because all their shoes hold up pretty well. But you can kind of see it right here in this shoe. It's like you'll start to wear out all of your sneakers first right there. And this one even has a dedicated counter cover, so it's barely even happening. So that's a good touch. The outsole's super chunky. Ooh, I do like how the outsole kind of comes up right there. This is just a very unique looking shoe. Like from a distance, it kind of looks like your normal, like chunkier, not loafer style, but like more casual Oxford. And this thing, it's like the closer you get, the more interesting it is. Cool, nice job. And I'm pretty sure you can buy these in skate shops, depending if like the skate shops booked them or not. Like they're definitely not a skate shoe, but I'm pretty sure you can get them in skate shops. I'm not 100% sure how much they are. Should we play guesses on how much they're gonna cost? Because these aren't out yet. I think these come out the 20th. I would guess, based on previous experience with all of these are probably in the $100 to $150. Which is a problem for small companies like this because they have to have their shoes more expensive because they need to make their money back in the short term, while the big companies like Nike and Adidas and New Balance, they can make their money up in the long run because they can take a lot more hits. They can have smaller margins because they're gonna sell way more shoes. Smaller independently owned companies end up being more expensive than the big guys. It's the economies of scale. It's what you got to do. So I think that's pretty much it for these. These are pretty sick. Should I try them on, I guess? They are a US 10. I wear a 10. I used to wear a 9.5. I guess I go back and forth on 9.5s and 10s in all of these. I used to only wear a 9 or a 9.5 with the old insole. Yeah, this one's a 9 in the old insole. The new insole is a 9.5. I have a couple 10s. This is a 10. So these are a 10. Let's see how they fit. What am I wearing today? I got my New Balance Frankie Villani mids. I haven't worn these in so long. I bought them like right before I pulled my hamstring last year, and I just never ended up wearing them. And to be honest, putting them on today, I don't love them that much. I feel like the arch support fits me weird. What pants am I wearing, you may ask? This is the CCS. I think it's just baggy denim from CCS. Shout out to CCS, still going strong. Surprised they're not out of business yet. Ooh, yeah, that just like slips on. Oh yeah, that is kind of that nice. It's like that. I don't know how to describe it. Super chunky. It's like very. You've skated all day, then you're going out to do something like, oh, maybe you're going to like an art show or something fancy. It's kind of like that cool kid style. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm kind of saying? Like you'd see these, I feel like you'd see these a lot in like downtown. Like you see them downtown Los Angeles or like New York or like Paris, where you wear your trendy shoes out after skating all day. And a size 10 fits pretty good. I could probably, honestly, the toe's about here. I could probably go down to a 9.5 if I wanted to, but a 10's definitely gonna be more comfortable. I gotta say, that insole upgrade is a good move. How do they look? Oh, it's kind of cool from the top down too, because you can't see that side, so it just looks like, it's like a toe cap, but instead of being on the toe, it's on the top. Because like from a distance, these probably just look like, oh, chunky shoes, but then you get close up and you see all the details and they're like super sick. I'm always in for a shoe that is made different than anything else on the market. Yeah, pretty sick. Honestly, nice job, Last Resort. I like that they do things different. They do things their own way. So I'm pretty sure these come out on February 20th. I'm not 100% sure how much they are, but the price is here, I suppose. And you can get them online or in some skate shops. So go to your skate shops first. Support your local skate shops first and foremost. To see if they have them, because these are pretty sick. And they're super comfortable right out the box. Well, if this gets a lot of views, we'll cut them in half. Maybe we don't have to and I can keep a pair of shoes for once. That'd be kind of sick. All right, well, anyways, that's it for me. Make sure to go check out all of our handmade leather goods and belts, especially. Like, you can match your sick new black shoes with your black rose Anvil belt here. I love the belt, especially for skating. All right, final thought. This is probably like a PU coated leather or heavily coated leather, but I like the look of this super duper tumbled, it's like almost like alligator skin textures of this leather. Even if it's good or bad leather, I like the look of it. So make sure, especially if you don't skate, go check out Last Resort, because they make super comfortable and good looking shoes. I feel like number one, Last Resort looks the best out of a lot of shoes out right now, and they feel really good to walk around in. Even if you don't like to skate in them, they're super comfortable to walk around in. Hopefully that comes off, but you know, with these brands that I like a lot, I feel like I gotta have an extra tough eye on them, so I'm not seen through my rose-colored fan of the brand bias. That's it. Make sure to go check these out when they drop. Get them in your skate shop first, and then they'll probably be available online. So anyways, that's it. I'm out. I'm gonna stop talking, because I don't know what